Hey everybody, it's Scott Jansen here. Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get coaching clients, hypnotherapy clients, RTT, NLP, or even healing clients online very, very quickly without paying for ads. So I'm going to show you how you can actually grow your clientele, which is going to lead to more money and more success in your business purely organically. But the first place I want to start is, you might think, well, Scott, why are we starting on your website? So guys, this is the first thing I want to point out. In order to get coaching clients and hypnotherapy clients very, very quickly, the first thing I want to point out is what everybody does incorrectly. And then what I'm going to do for the remainder of the video is show you how you can use Facebook and YouTube for free to actually start getting paying clients as of today. So as you can imagine, you guys probably did this as well, because I know I did this when I first started out. Is I got all excited, I got certified, I wanted to start seeing clients, and I spent all my time building a website. I spent all my hard-earned money building, optimizing, adding SEO, adding images, adding videos, all of this stuff to a website. All of my attention was on a website and growing my SEO and my rankings in Google, to hopefully have someone type into Google and stumble across my website and want to book in a call with me. But here's the thing about websites. Websites should be viewed as what I call a long-term strategy. The way I view a website is like, I work from home, but I have a car. My car spends 99% of its time in the driveway and 1% of its time out doing what a car should do, which is to be driven around. The same thing can be said for a website. If you're looking at getting coaching and hypnotherapy clients fast, guys, stop relying on a website. Stop relying on SEO. Stop relying on spending all of your time trying to build up this really fancy website in hopes that someone will find you. Now, why is this the case? Well, we know in order for someone to find our website on Google, they have to go to Google and they're going to type in certain keywords. And we're hoping that our website, if it's optimized enough, will show up very high in the rankings. Now, Google SEO is great when you're paying for ads, but this is not what this video is about. I want to show you guys how to do this for free. So guys, I want to show you the benefits of not using a website and why, if you spend all of your time building a website, how low in the searches you'll actually be. So I'm going to take you out of my website, guys, and I'm going to take you over to Google. Now, what I've done is I've got 5. I've opened up 5 different Google tabs, and I've typed in what I would think people would be looking for on Google if they wanted to hire a health coach, a hypnotherapist, a life coach, they want to stop smoking, they want to get over that anxiety. I tried to be like the normal civilian who doesn't know anything about coaching, anything about hypnotherapy, and I tried to get into the mind of these people, regular people who want to use hypnotherapy to overcome X, Y, and Z. And this is what I've come up with, okay? So on the first tab, I've just typed in hypnotherapist in Adelaide because I live in Adelaide. So if I wanted to hire a hypnotherapist, maybe I heard that, hypnotherapy can help me lose weight or quit smoking. That's probably what I'm going to type in. So I type this in and press enter, and I want you to see what happens. These words right here has created an automatic search result of 1.3 million results. 1.3 million results. So how does this work with your website? Well, how on earth is someone going to find your website, guys, amongst 1.3 million other websites, okay, that have been SEO'd for these words, that have been optimized to have hypnotherapist in Adelaide on their website somewhere? And thanks to Google, it's collectively pulled together 1.3 million results. Now, here's the thing I know mostly about coaches and therapists. When you guys go to name your business, you give it some really fancy, weird, abstract coaching name that someone would have to actually type into Google in order to find your website. So I've seen websites and business names with something like Inner Mind Healing. Now, if someone was to type that in Google, which there is no chance I'd actually put those words together, sure, they're going to find your website, but more than likely, they're going to use simple words like this. So it's even worse if your business name is some abstract coaching / energy type naming URL type website thing. It's going to be even harder to find your website unless someone knows it by name or by your brand, which if you're getting coaching clients fast, you're probably not even at that stage yet. So this is probably generally the words that someone's going to type in. 1.3 million results. Now these first couple are ads, but if I scroll down here, I've got to compete with all of this. Okay, I've got to compete with all of this, got to compete with all of this. And I'm hoping that someone enough is going to scroll down enough in order to find my website. So that's Hypnotherapist in Adelaide. What if I was a coach, a health coach? Well, what would I probably type in? Well, if I needed a health coach, I'd probably type in hire a health coach. Look at this, 63.5 million results. How on earth is someone going to find your website? Remember, we're getting coaching and therapy clients fast. Relying on a website is relying on Google to actually show your website at the top. And the chances of that, unless you're spending money on ads or you're really good with SEO, is not going to happen. So 63 million results. Now I've got to compete with all of this. How's someone going to find my website amongst all of this? What about hire a life coach? 68 million, same thing. I've got to compete with all of this. I've got to hope that someone finds my website. What about stop smoking with hypnotherapy? 1.07 million. Look, I've got to compete with all this now. I've got to hope that my website somewhere is in here and someone will click on it. More than likely, they're going to click on these ads because they're right at the top and people want, they want their results now. They don't want to be flicking through Google looking for the best result. They're not going to look through 100 different websites and just make the decision off that. Lastly, what about anxiety specialists in Adelaide again? 1.5 million. Now I've got to compete with all this. So guys, the first thing I want to point out, if you're hoping your website is going to be the answer to get coaching clients fast, I want you to rethink this. So in the next part of the video, which we're going to transition to now, I'm going to show you how to use Facebook and YouTube to get instant results, to not rely on SEO and websites and Google ads and all that sort of stuff, and even Facebook ads, how we can grow your business organically to start getting coaching and hypnotherapy clients fast. So let's transition to that part of the video right now. I'll see you in the next part. All right, so here we go. So in order for us to get coaching, hypnotherapy, RTT, or even NLP clients very, very quickly, there's essentially two places where we teach all of our students and what I prefer in order to advertise. So in order to get clients, we obviously have to show clients what we do. We have to be advertising our business. But here's the thing a lot of coaches and therapists in general fall for, this is the trap that they seem to fall into, is they create a business, they get certified, they get really, really excited. They are ready to launch their business into the world. They go ahead and do it. They plaster their social media full of all their great business ideas and who they're trying to help. And they sit there and wait. Meaning that for a lot of therapists and coaches, they're waiting for clients to find them. What we teach all of our students to do is actually the opposite. What we want to be doing is building up a very strong social profile and social expertise, and then making the first move to reach out to clients. We want to be talking to potential people and offering our service. We want to be making that first move or creating that first contact when speaking to clientele. So we call this direct outreach, which I'll talk a little bit about here now. But in order to get to this stage, we have to do some sort of free advertising. Now, a couple of things I'm going to talk about today, guys. I'm going to leave some more links in the description for other videos we've created in order for how to set up your Facebook page properly, but also why and how to use YouTube to get paying clients. I'll leave those two links in the description. You can go check out those videos because they work in conjunction with what I'm talking about today. So I'm going to move through this rather quickly because it's very straightforward. You can check out those other videos, like I said, for more detail. So the two places that I recommend people start with advertising, well, actually, if it was up to me, I'd say just start with one. What I see a lot of therapists and coaches doing when they first start to advertise their business in order to get coaching clients very, very quickly is they use every single social media platform possible. And all this does is create chaos. It creates a massive to-do list to try and juggle all these different platforms, all these different types of content, the right content for the right platform and all this sort of stuff. And you spend all your time posting one thing across multiple platforms and getting absolute nowhere. So I always recommend one, but in this video, I'm actually going to show you two because they do work in conjunction with each other. And this is Facebook and also YouTube. The reason we choose these ones over LinkedIn or Twitter or anything like that is one, because they're free, they're very user-friendly, and you don't have to pay for ads. LinkedIn and Twitter have very different variations that you have to add into the mix and the structure, and I find it gets really, really complicated. I find Facebook and YouTube to be very user-friendly. So the first thing we want to do, guys, in order to get coaching clients very, very fast, let's start with Facebook first, is we want to be using our personal page. Now, I've talked about this so many times. I'm not going to talk about why we want to do this. Check out the video on the link below that show you how to set up your personal Facebook page properly and why we want to be running our business from our personal page. Go check out that video. It goes into a lot of detail about the why. So let me just show you the how. So when we're using our personal Facebook page, guys, the first thing we have to do in order to get paying coaching clients fast is we have to pick a niche. You do not want to be starting your coaching or therapy business saying something like, I am trained in NLP, or I'm trained in RTT, or I'm trained in hypnotherapy, and I can help you with everything. No, you do not want to be a generalist. You definitely want to be an expert. In order to be an expert, you want to niche down. So you want to either niche down to something like anxiety, or weight loss, or mindset, or fear, or relationships, or whatever it is. You want to focus your attention on one thing that you're very, very good at and use social media to show your expertise. So here we are on my personal Facebook page. As you can see, a couple of little setup stages, but like I said, there's a video below showing you how to do this properly. Is we have our banner, which has my niche. It has my introduction message, which is my niche as well. I'm showing some proof, some testimonials that I know what I'm doing. And as you can see here, every few hours, I mean, you guys can go check this out. Go check out Scott Jansen. Just look for this dorky guy with the glasses and the jacket on. And you can come through here, guys, and get some inspiration about the type of content that we create. So I create a mixture of announcements. This one I did this morning. We have shown screenshot testimonials. Let me just keep scrolling down. It's a little bit slow. More testimonials. Here's one of our students talking about getting her first $2,500 hypnotherapy client. So we want to show social proof as well. Another announcement, there's a video coming up very, very shortly just there. We have some more testimonials. Apologize for our slow internet. Here we go right here, some more testimonials. So what you can see, guys, is I'm using my personal Facebook page to show my audience, these people right here, these 4,736 people that I know I can help in their business. I'm showing my social proof. So this is one way to get coaching clients very, very fast, is to use Facebook. So once you guys start to create your personal Facebook page, and again, I'll repeat myself in the video below in the description, you guys can check out how to actually set all this up properly and why we want to do it this way. We then want to introduce something called organic outreach. This is a direct outreach method that instead of waiting for clients to come and find us, we are going to go looking for them. So I won't show you what the messages are because I am actually speaking to people and they might want to remain anonymous, which is fine. If you come up to your messages right here, guys, what you want to do is you want to start talking to people. Start having conversations with potential people. Send a message out to them. Introduce yourself. Talk about what you do. Ask them if they need your help inside the niche that you're helping. Do they have anxiety? Do they want to quit smoking? Do they need to lose weight? Do they know anybody that could use our services? This is one way to get coaching clients very, very fast. And whether you're a coach, hypnotherapist, RTT, NLP, it really doesn't matter. The idea here is you want to start conversations. Don't wait for people to find you. If you're waiting for people to find you, you're probably relying on a website for people to scroll through Google to find your website name, to find out who you are and what you do based on some sort of Google algorithm, okay? Now, we don't want to do this. We want to have clients come and find us, okay? And as I mentioned previously in the other video, I showed you guys how many search results there are when someone might type into Google looking for a health coach, or how do I hire a hypnotherapist, or NLP practitioner in my area. I showed those search results based on Google. So if you're waiting for someone to find you on a website, you're taking the long road to growing your business. It's about getting clients fast. And Facebook is one way to do this because we do have that ability to reach out to people and message people and ask if they need our help. So that's one way to do it, guys. And the way that I look at Facebook, it's a very short-term strategy. So what do I mean by short-term? Short-term is a very quick strategy. With Facebook, you have to keep updating your content every few hours because there's so much going on Facebook, and your content and your videos and your announcement can only be shown for roughly about 7 days before Facebook archives them. Okay? So it's the reason why if you come over to my page, guys, which I highly suggest, you'll see that we have new posts every 2 to 3 hours because it is a short-term strategy. I'm relying on that content getting out to my audience straight away, then realize within about 2 to 3 hours, my content is just going to be drowned out by all the other content. I want to be front and center again by creating something new. Then every 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to keep on doing the same thing. I'm going to keep creating new content every 2 to 3 hours So the people and my audience can see that I'm the expert and I'm always creating fresh content for them to see. So this is a short-term strategy. So now what I'm going to do, guys, in accompaniment to Facebook, I'm also going to use YouTube. So I'm going to come over here to my YouTube channel. So why YouTube? YouTube is what I call a long-term strategy. So unlike Facebook, when you upload a video onto YouTube, the more likes, the more shares, the more subscribes, the more comments, the more views, the more minutes and hours viewed on each video, the better the result gets. Even on Facebook, if there's a lot of comments, likes, and shares, that can only last for 7 days before it's archived. So it can only grow so much in organic reach. With YouTube, the more views, the more interactions with your videos, the bigger the video gets, the better your rankings get, and the longer your video will last in the top ranking. However, with YouTube, it takes a while to build up. It's a long-term strategy, meaning that it might take you maybe half a dozen videos in your niche. Again, we're still niching. We're creating content, which I'll talk about very soon, based on our niche. We're not just creating random videos, where you might have to create half a dozen, maybe even a dozen videos before you start noticing subscribers starting to take off, likes, shares, comments, views. It takes a while for that momentum to build up. But once it's built up, it can build up all day, every day for basically the remainder of while YouTube's alive. While YouTube stays online and it's a platform we can use, the more our videos are seen, the more content we create, the bigger our channel gets, the better the audience. So what we want to be doing, guys, we want to be using short-term strategy, which is Facebook, and long-term strategy, which is YouTube. And as you can see here, you want to be creating videos based on your niche. So obviously, I'm in the niche of helping coaches, hypnotherapists, RTTs, and NLPs and healers build their business, okay, from scratch. So I'm creating content, just like I'm creating content now, based on answering the questions that my niche has. And I'm creating like how-to type videos, as you can see here, which is talking about how to build your business. We also use something called client and student testimonials. We'll actually interview our successful students in our program for more social proof. Just like we showed testimonials on my Facebook page, I'm also showing testimonials on my YouTube channel. And I'm creating maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 videos per week. And I realized that once I upload those videos, I allow the YouTube algorithm to take care of the rest. So as an example here, one of our students here going from scratch to $10,000 per month in her RTT business, this gets a lot of views, okay, over time. And what it does is it starts to book in strategy calls for us. So there's a big call to action with all these videos. So any type of video we're doing, whether it's a testimonial or a how-to video, I'm also funneling those people by giving them a call to action to say, hey, book a strategy call with me or join my program. Again, this is another way we can get coaching clients fast. Just like Facebook, any sort of content you create, from a Facebook Live to a post to a blog, whatever it is, you want to have a strong call to action. So you want to be telling people, hey, if you like the video, come and book a strategy call. If you like my post, book a strategy call. With the direct outreach method, which you're actually messaging people first, you're making that first move, you want to offer them a strategy call. And over time of offering enough of these strategy calls, you're going to start to get strategy calls booked in, and you're going to start to convert those people into high-paying clients. And it's really, really simple this way, guys. So as you can see right here, is you're creating constant content, but unlike Facebook, YouTube, these videos, once they get more interactions, the videos will keep growing in ranking. And the higher those videos start or remain on page 1 of YouTube, maybe for your keywords, the more views they're going to get, the bigger your channel's going to get, the more people are going to watch those videos, the more YouTube is going to suggest these videos to your right type of audience who are looking for answers to their problem, okay? And the more strategy calls are going to get booked in based on your call to action. So guys, we want to be using Facebook short term. You want to be constantly updating your content every 2 to 3 hours. With YouTube, you can get away with creating like 2 to 3, maybe 4 videos a week. But again, you need consistency. And you want to be making videos about your niche, answering the common questions that your niche has, and creating content to answer those questions. Because every time you answer those questions, you're positioning yourself as the expert. So with all that information, you're probably thinking, well, Scott, what content do I create? Whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, how do I know what my market is looking for? How do I know which questions to answer? So what I'm going to show you guys, and we've talked about this in a previous video, is one place where you can find, in a single place, this one place where Google has collectively grouped together all the questions that your niche has and you can go through one by one and create content answering those questions. So if you're not using this platform, guys, this will blow you away because this is really, really cool. And so I'm going to take you over there now. It is called Answer the Public. Okay, so I'm going to click on here. I've already opened up the website. This is what it looks like. Okay, and what this is going to do, it's Google has collected all the data together based on what Google searches are about specific niches. So when people go on Google and ask questions like, how do I overcome my anxiety? How do I lose weight on a keto diet? How do I find a better relationship? Whatever those niches are that you could be working with, you can find all the questions that have been asked on Google in one simple place. Now, this is a free platform to use for the first 3 searches. Okay, so you need to do 3 searches a day. The following day, after 24 hours, it'll reset and you can have another 3 searches. But another reason why we niche is we only really need 1 search. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use this very, very quickly. So what you want to come over to here is answerthepublic.com. Leave this alone. Where it says enter your keywords, as you'll see here, we've got heaps of keywords because we use this as part of our training program. We teach our students how to use this. Let's say my niche is addictions, because it's right here. We've already looked at this before. I'm going to click on addictions. You'll obviously have to type that in. And I'm going to press over here, get questions. This is really, really cool, guys. This will blow you away. So instead of having to look through the search algorithms, you know, the Google Trends and all that sort of stuff, you can use this free platform to find out what content are your niche looking for? What questions are they asking that you can create content to answer those questions? The better the questions you answer, the more chance you have of people wanting to work with you because they see you're the expert. Where most coaches and therapists, when they create content or do videos or do Facebook Lives, they just talk absolute rubbish. They're guessing about what to create. We don't want to guess, guys. We just want to answer the questions we know our niche is asking. We want to be front and center. So addictions here, what you do, guys, is come down. And what it'll show you is a visualization tool. I don't like this tool, so I come over to here to data because it's easy to see. And there we have it, guys. Here is just an example of addictions, of all the questions that people are currently asking in regards to addictions on Google. So as you can see here, you can go through all of these questions. They're in different sections of are questions, can, how questions, where, when, what questions. Okay, and you just have to obviously get it grammatically correct, but you can get an idea of what type of content you want to create. So instead of guessing, guys, you just want to create content about the questions that have been asked. So over here, are addictions diseases? There you go, make a video. Can addictions be good? Make a post, make a video. How are addictions developed? Make a post, make a video. How can you stop addictions? Make a post, make a video. Are addictions permanent? Can you see this, guys? You'll never have to guess ever again about what content to create. And remember, we're relying that content will turn into paying customers because we're creating content to get the attention of our market. And then we, as a part of our Facebook strategy, are going to reach out to potential clients and say, hey, would you like my help with this? Do you have a problem with this? Can I help you with this? And as soon as you send these questions to people, they're going to want to know, who is this person? Are they an expert? And if they come to your Facebook page or go check you out on YouTube, they're going to see some really great content where you've positioned yourself as the expert and you're answering common questions. And the way you find these common questions is to come over here to answer the public. So guys, that's it. That's what you want to be doing. That's how you want to start to create content based on what you can add for Facebook and also YouTube as well to position yourself as the expert. So guys, that's how we get coaching clients very, very fast. It's a mixture of content and also making the first move and starting conversations. It's this simple. The therapist or a coach that makes the most conversations will make the most money in business. If you're waiting around for clients to find you from an abstract website, knowing that I showed you all the search results before, you're going to be waiting a long, long time. So guys, start creating content on Facebook and YouTube. Start answering the questions you find on this, answer the public website. And then once you start creating enough content, start reaching out to people and offering your service. Start conversations. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully that made sense. This is how we get coaching, therapy, hypnotherapy, NLP, and RTT clients very, very quickly, all for free without paying for ads. This is the way that we do it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.